Hope you've been treating her well. She's about to come clean.
Is he someone who might do such a thing?
No, he is a good man who cares about others. To hear him slandered like this makes me angry at the injustice of it.
Angry enough to attack? To kill those who stand against the accused? I see.
By the gods, if you are accusing me of what happened at Ember...
I make no such accusations. But trouble does follow the accused, oddly enough. Perhaps you are blinded. One can often be in shock after the destruction of one's home. Thank you for all your help, Chandra. I think this matter will soon be brought to a close.
I hope you get what you deserve, Ambassador.
My dear, all I want is justice.
And a fist to the face.
I want to strangle her.
Both of which sound like justice to me.
Yeah.
Okay, 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
In a moment. But there's one more witness who's critical to this case. Why, I call the accused as a witness, of course.
He doesn't talk much.
I'd go with 2.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 definitely sounds right.
My question is a simple one. Why did you kill the people of Ember?
For kicks, mainly. Oh, that's not an option, is it?
Clearly.
Now, I do have a good amount of lore, but that takes us down the path that Sand, although told us about, wasn't sure about. So, yeah, 3 does sound right.
3 seems best.
So you have not been to Ember? Not seen the dead at your feet?
In fact,
we didn't
helped
say
them
that.
out.
1 or 2?
I'd say 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.
It seems you're simply circling the issue. If you were at Ember, admit it. If you saw the dead, admit it. Just tell the truth for the court, please, and we can move on.
Can we get Naya here? So, she would know that what we did there.
2.
2, definitely, yeah.
2.
I believe that is why we are here, isn't it? Although you can answer that better than I.
Yeah, 1.
1.
It seems slaughter was the only reason. An entire village, wiped from the map, gone.
Yeah,
Yep.
1 again.
1 again, yeah.
And so you are saying that this may have been militarily motivated. The people of Ember slaughtered solely to test our defenses, our resolve.
Does take
Why
us
is
into
it the innocent must suffer for the aggression of others?
Does take us a bit into the war between, Luskin and Neverwinter, though.
No, it's turning it back into...
Yeah. So
Yeah, she
now
is
we're
trying
gonna,
to, clearly. But...
and we're gonna say that it's a personal attack against us, actually.
Yep.
What?
Come now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.
Yeah.
Preposterous. Luskin has not set foot in Neverwinter before. And if there was conflict with you, it was no doubt due to your aggression.
Oh, really?
Oh, you got 2.
But I think 1 sounds better.
Wow, let me... give me a couple of more seconds to read that.
Yeah, this sounds like it would get the crowd on their feet. Especially the last line there. Who would never give up a Neverwinter citizen without attempting to find the truth first.
Indeed.
What?
Perfect. My word, I think I'm actually learning a thing or 2.
Enough! I have asked you to answer my question. Why did you kill the people of Ember?
And I have answered.
Yeah, we answered that.
Yep.
Let it be shown that the accused refused to answer directly, or at all. I have no more patience for this farce. No more questions, Reverend Judge.
I
Very
wonder
well,
whose side the
Ambassador.
crowd
The
is on.
accused may now present their witnesses.
May I? I have a brief opening speech with some cutting barbs prepared, but if you'd rather be found innocent as quickly as possible...
As long as he consults us before
whatever.
he calls witnesses, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, of course. Well, now that you've told me, that is.
Is the counsel of the accused prepared to give his statement?
Thank you, Reverend Judge, Lord Nasher, and fine people of Neverwinter. These allegations are a farce, my lord. I mean to show you the innocence of this man, a squire of Neverwinter, and the falsehood of the accusations against him. The evidence of the ambassador from Luskan is a transparent, ill-conceived ploy to destroy the life of one of Neverwinter's loyal servants.
The accused has only been a squire for a short time, conveniently promoted after the massacre of the people of Ember. Perhaps as a reward?
Ambassador, you have had your say. Now it is time for the accused to speak. And as for
shut
you, Sand, I would refrain from such accusations without first presenting proof.
My lord, the difference is, in my statements can be found the truth. I was going to call Callum of the Neverwinter Nine, the commander you met in Old Owl Well after the victory there. His voice carries a great deal of weight.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yep. Sure, call him as well.
For our first
Wonderful
witness, I
call,
summon Callum of Neverwinter Nine, fresh from his victory over the vicious orc tribes in Old Owl Well. Lord Callum, none can doubt your service and loyalty to Neverwinter, your successful defense of our sovereign lands. You have met the accused before, have you not?
He was a great help to me in defeating the orc bands at Old Owl Well in earlier months. Were it not for his assistance, the well would now be held by the orcs. The soldiers of Neverwinter and the realm itself owe a deep debt of gratitude to him, and it is a travesty that these foul charges have been levied against him.
Thank you, Lord Callum. We are ever grateful to hear the words of one of the Nine.
Lord Callum, I have heard you express that the charges in this court are a travesty, and that they are unwarranted.
That is true. I feel the charges are unfounded.
Is it because they are given by Luskan?
Luskan has much to gain by casting down heroes of Neverwinter. Do I trust that Luskan brings such charges in good faith? I do not. Nor do I trust your motives, Ambassador. There is a reason that low justice and high justice were divided by the Luskan-Neverwinter Treaty, and I do not believe that any Luskan court or advocate has justice on their mind.
But you do know that the voice of the accused's counsel is from Luskan, do you not? From the ranks of the Hosthour of the Arcane, before he fled?
That banshee!
No, I did not.
He's a Luskan?
So Sand is Luskan.
Interesting.
Interesting, but we should probably take the diplomatic approach here
Yeah,
and say it has no bearing on things.
It does not.
It's been here for a long time.
I agree. This matter concerns Ember, and whether the accused, who has sacrificed for Neverwinter on many occasions, merits such accusations. The origin of such charges or slander on the counsel of the accused has no bearing on the crime itself. I misspoke, but your behavior here, Ambassador, only grants support to my words. If there's nothing else, I think we've all wasted enough time here.
I thank Lord Callum for his time, Reverend Judge. My questions have been answered to my satisfaction.
I see Naya, the herbalist we helped in port last. I was thinking about bringing her to the stand. She could be good for our defense.
We should have brought her to the stand earlier.
Sure, take her in. Take
Yeah.
all of them, man.
We're gonna be here
The
for
accused
a while, aren't we?
calls Naya, resident of Port Last. Naya, you
Dad, what are you
encountered the
doing?
accused in Port Last, did you not?
That's correct. I remember the accused well.
Well met.
Yeah, well met.
And well met to you. It is good to see your face again.
Such
Could
a
you tell us what
fangirl.
happened?
I have been at Port Last for the past season to help fortify the town's defense. Though my duties occupied all of my time, I was concerned about the unburied bodies in Ember. I knew from a former acquaintance, a follower of Kelemvor, that after dying such violent deaths, it was possible they could arise as undead. But I could not see to them and could not convince anyone to help until the good squire came.
Two, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah.
The squire agreed to put the dead to eternal rest.
To hide the evidence, perhaps? This is meaningless.
One.
Yeah.
One, clearly.
Oh, actually, 3 might be good.
Yeah,
Intelligence
3
check.
is actually a smart thing to say.
Yeah.
Do you have enough intelligence, though?
16.
That should do it.
Yes, it is a wonder that Naya was not killed as well.
Actually, Ambassador, the accused and those he traveled with had every opportunity to kill me, and easily if they had chosen to do so. That too convinced me of the good nature of the accused. The true killer of Ember would have no doubt murdered me as well for attempting to interfere there, especially if I had uncovered any clues while attempting to bury the bodies.
Yes, such speculation is indeed of interest. To those less gullible than those of this court, I think. Now, are you done attempting to hold off a verdict? Or are you ready at last to face justice?
No, at least one more witness, I think, and we shall close the curtain on this stage. Unknown to all, there was another survivor of the Ember Massacre. A poor, frightened boy who had to hide in a well to prevent being slaughtered. How did he know to do such a thing? Why, Marcus has a gift of sight beyond sight, the gift of a seer. And he knew the murder would happen to end the true identity of the killer. Tell us what you saw, young Marcus, what you saw with your special gift.
It was a man that killed the village. He was big, much bigger than a normal man. I don't know how you could be confused. Maybe he used a magic disguise. But disguises like that don't fool me.
What is this, a joke? You bring a child seer onto the stand, ask him a question, and then have him lie for you?
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course I do. If he has the power of a seer, then let us test it. Marcus, what do I hold in my left hand?
Your left hand holds an iron ring. The ring of Garius, the master of the 5th tower. You hold it tightly, as if afraid it will fly from you. Every time you touch the ring, you see how angry he becomes when one fails him, and you fear his ambition. It is a ring that is more of a chain than a piece of jewelry. And even more so,
She didn't ask
the
for her
ring
whole life
reminds you
story.
of-
Enough! No more questions. It is a ring, nothing more. But the boy guessed correctly. A parlor trick, surely. But the rest is lies, of that be assured. No more questions, Reverend Judge.
Then I shall call our next witness.
No, another one.
I
Thought we only had one.
I
more.
thought you
Chandra,
said one
please come
more.
forward.
Oh,
No.
4. Well, I'll be
should
honest
we?
with diplomacy.
3 might be good.
Say 4, then you're certain.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, we've treated her fairly well, though.
Yeah, we have, right?
Yeah, let's go with 3.
All right. Go on, Sand. Ask your questions.
Chandra, you know the accused. You have traveled with him, have you not?
I have.
And this crime of which he is accused? As one who knew the people of Ember, of Port Lost, do you really think him capable of such a crime?
No, not at all. Look, don't get me wrong. Trouble seems to come at his heels. But it's how he deals with those troubles that makes me say no. He keeps trying to make things right, even when things are at their worst. And it's really hard not to admire that, and stick by it no matter what.
I think that says it all, Chandra. Thank you. I have no more witnesses, Lord Nasher.
The parties have spoken. Now all that remains is judgment to be passed. Lord Nasher.
I expect Lord Nasher has already come to the correct decision.
I certainly hope so. It's evident this
she's
was a
gonna
conspiracy
bottom or
to frame a
something now,
loyal
blackmail.
squire of Neverwinter as a criminal of the worst sort.
Silence, Sand. I have heard enough from you, and from you, Torio. And it is enough for me to reach a decision. The case before me was a difficult one. But it seems we now know the identity of Ember's attackers. Naval, I want the Ambassador, her retinue, and any remaining members of the Arcane Brotherhood of Luskan outside the city gates by nightfall.
What? This is no verdict. To think the Brotherhood truly responsible.
You brought this case before me. Now you debate my verdict? I would be careful of where you point a sword when you draw it, Ambassador. And remind your masters in Luskan of that as well. I think we've wasted enough time on this. Justice has been done, and
I claim the right of trial by combat.